So when it's time to resume fully, there's a couple things. The first thing is that we no longer have a death cross signal. That means that it's the other way around, which is a golden cross. So we're gonna see that the death cross has resumed to normal via the moving averages stacking back up and the 21 day becoming on top of the 200 day, but then also that however long the economy was under stress for, the duration of that period, we've made it out the end of the tunnel from that. And what that means is that we're in a normal environment. There's no caution signs in the interest rate period. The long term assets are treasury long term bills and risk free rate and all that is paying more than the short term rate. So that's what we want to see, is that a 30-year, the longer we have to tie up our money, the more compensation we get. And in the short term, when we receive more return for less time, that's a problem, and that means that we're too uncertain about the market conditions to give our money to any long-term assets, and we can only do that in the short term. And when there's prolonged periods of that becomes very cautionary. And when a death cross signals happens after that, at least in 2008, 2019, it was a recession. And every single recession prior to that, going back to the Great Depression and the late 1800s, has also shown that. So that's as far back as you can measure the market, what has happened every single time. And two other periods that are notable are 2022, where the market sold off and there was no period of interest rate inversion. And so I've put together a lot of material and come up with a way to tell like when we should tactically de-invest and when we should go fully defensive and then slowly start to get back in and fully resume.